So we're doing some scouting today because, okay, I had a mental image in my head for this music video for Spider's Eyes of being washed up in a river with a sandbar. Bro, even in a land with a lot of water, it is hard to find a sandbar, I have learned. And we went lots of places. And we found the perfect one. Oh, a sandbar. Arms down to the pan up. Oh my god!
Hi, I am Reba from Fireside Shadow, and I wanted to make a video for behind the scenes of shooting the video for Spider's Eyes. So how all of my music videos start is I try to go with what is going on in my mind's eye with the song, and I try to kind of create visuals. I kind of imagined the river scene first, actually. I always imagined, like, in my mind's eye, just kind of like this great escape to go along with Spider's Eyes. And it always involved a river, kind of getting out of like the rushing current. I started with storyboarding that, and I wanted that to be kind of the center point, or the narration aspect of the music video. So I made it where I did the performance shots also. So also the bug scene, that concept took the longest to come up with. I had a hard time coming up with the bug waiter concept. Initially, I was going to see if I could like rent out a restaurant after hours. It just kind of, there's like a weird vibe going on. Maybe it's like all in my head kind of deal. And I mean, the heart of that idea definitely stayed, but it evolved quite a bit. And then it just kind of turned into this concept of serial killer basement, but this bug thing made a restaurant. And I feel like that actually did come through pretty well, but yeah, that took a lot of planning.
Good job! No, she left. I was like, are you staying there? And she was like, yeah.
I fell in the mud.
And she's staying.
I'm staying. I ain't getting up yet.
Before we move on, can you get a shot right here? And just stand there, and then we'll hop over like we did in the shot.
Keep going. Awesome. Awesome.
Okay, does that look good?
Yeah. For the running scene, the location that we found was Riverside. The only problem was, like, literally like 2 weeks before we were going to film, that was when there was a bunch of flooding. It was actually like a really big problem in Minnesota, so I checked out if we could still use that location, and no, it was absolutely overrun with water. And I did find a location that was really close, and we were going to use the drone for that too. I actually had in my storyboarding a whole bunch of drone shots that were planned out, but when we got there it was a no drone zone, so we weren't able to do that. But we were able to still get pretty clever with the camera, and we figured out a lot of other things on the fly for different shots to get. I'm very happy with how it turned out. When you do have a low budget like I do, you kind of have to roll with the punches. So yeah, the symbolism behind the running scene, how you're just kind of like on the verge of like feeling okay, you know, you still are mentally a little bit stuck in the peril. So there's this person, you're trying to decide whether they can be trusted, and this is the scene showing them helping you out of peril. You have help, and they seem very trustworthy, and they're just taking your hand and guiding you through the woods. So yeah, that is the running scene.
Do that again.
Oh, that's a weird looking centipede. He's white.
Get him! Where is he?
Oh,
right there.
It's not even a centipede. You know the...
Oh, it's a...
It's like a long roly-poly.
Yes. Come to me.
Oh yeah, I told her to film bugs too.
No, well, that's an excellent bug to film because I've never seen one like that.
Oh, getting him going over that too.
You want to make your debut? You are star, baby. Yeah, so star. Vogue, Vogue.
You a star.
Oh, yeah, babe.
That's my man.
Oh. Now smack that ass. Oh,
Ooh, I got it too.
oh no.
Catch that's in the woods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Underneath, yeah.
Okay.
Tried so hard not to be awkward.
Okay. I'll go something like that. And as long as you go about...
Is it recording too?
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. That should be about it.
Okay.
Pretty much the same as last time. Just watch your footing because there's extra things to trip over.
Yeah.
Tell me to go and then you tell her later.
Go.
That was good improv.
Yeah, that was good.
She hugged me at the end of there.
Oh. I think they're leaving.
Hopefully they were just turning around.
Yeah.
We're city slickers.
Yeah, we don't deal with social interactions. Just to talk about when we filmed at the river. The riverbank was actually really hard to find. We needed a place that wasn't going to be populated with a bunch of people in the background, that looked isolated, and I had always pictured a sandbank at the edge of a rushing river, which is something that is around. It's like I've seen it enough in my life where I know that they're there. But then when you start to think, okay, but where? Then it's actually really tough because, of course, when you do research online, you find all of like the places that are like hot spots. So like places where people will take their kids to the beach or the rivers are calmer. So I had to kind of research the location in a bit of a different way and more so just find where the rushing rivers were and try to find ones that had sandbanks. It was so hit or miss. They are not as common as I thought that they were before scouting day. Actually, me and Heather, she and I drove all around the state of Minnesota, all sorts of rivers. The very last one that we went to ended up being the best choice. The only reason I knew about it is because it is from middle of nowhere town that I grew up near, and I knew that the area had them because I remembered them as a kid. And I happened to see one by this bridge that I knew. It was a bridge that was kind of close to where I lived as a kid. Like, I remember how to get there. And then we got there. It was actually perfect because the town was so small. We figured if we went while it was still spring, we probably wouldn't even have any of the locals show up. We had the location secured. So symbolically, what that place was for the music video was just kind of the center point, the narration point telling the story point. Everything that's really happening is going on in that scene. Yeah, it just kind of symbolized like just kind of getting out of peril. Like, you know, you're not totally out of it, you're still half in the water, but you know, you found land, and although you can still feel the river, you know, beating against your legs, you are out of it, and you do have control, enough control to pull out. So I felt like that was the perfect spot.
Jeez, people probably think I'm getting baptized out here. This is so fucking cold. I'm about to have some regrets. God, this is so fucking cold. For fuck's sake. Jesus! I don't like music anymore.
It looked pretty cool though.
Good.
I'm on a fireside, so they follow the trail of blood.
You tested my goblin moves.
A little more like meh.
Yeah.
Like fucking zombie shit. Like meh.
Yeah. Ooh.
Is that a good shot?
Yeah, I thought so.
I have so much sand in my pocket. Here's a stick.
Action.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Are you happy with yourself?
This is gonna be like the last scene, right?
No.
No?
This is a whole different like storyline for back and forth, so let's see. So you kind of slid it at me. I will maybe like smell it and
Yeah.
and then
Pick it up and then set it back down.
and then maybe you just kind of do like a drink it.
Okay. You're on that side?
Yep.
You filming?
Yep.
Alright, go.
Okay, now to talk about the bug waiter serial killer basement restaurant. When I'm building a set, I try to think of absolutely everything that we will need. So, like what makes that set a set? We wanted it to look like a restaurant. Okay, so that means we need a table, we need a waiter. This waiter is a bug, so how do we make them a bug? Okay, I have a friend who is extremely creative, and he made that bug mask by hand. Check out that video. I have the link in the description to his video. When I'm shooting a music video, thrift stores are my best friend. Absolutely my best friend. You can find cheap, weird, unique items at thrift stores. I found this really like ripped up looking dress shirt. It was only like $2 because it was a ripped up dress shirt. And then I also found an apron for the set. I wanted all of the dishes to be completely mismatched. There is nothing from the same set. I'm sure that was annoying for anybody else shopping there that day, but I got like a whole bunch of mismatched cups, plates, bowls. I needed the room to be into like a 4-wall situation, and I was trying to picture like what would be weird and unsettling for like a serial killer basement restaurant. And I thought of bed sheets. Like, what if I just hang up a ton of really weird, mismatched, patterned bed sheets and hung them up all around in a square? That idea was, I'm still so proud of that one because it turned out so unsettling. Being in that room after we built it actually was pretty unsettling, if I do say so myself. So that table I got was actually free. I found it on Craigslist and they were giving it away for free because it was just this beat up workbench table thing that was huge, and I love that table. We had to assemble it and we had to be careful with it because it wasn't like the most secure thing ever. The symbolism of the bug waiter situation is it's supposed to be kind of like confusing. So my real life boyfriend was in the video with me. He was the one who was running with me in the woods, and then in this scene he was sitting by me and he was not looking good. He was right there being poisoned with me. So we were in the bad situation together. The bug waiter was the one poisoning us. It's revealed about halfway through. He takes off the mask and then it is Brandon again. So he has 3 different roles. He is helping me, he is with me, and he is hurting me. And it's just supposed to be really confusing. And that is the river scene, kind of trying to figure all of this out and figure out, like, is this in my head? Can I trust myself that things are actually better now? That is the symbolism of that scene.
Oh, back away and then I'll shove it in your face. Sorry, I realize there's eggshells in there. Okay, I think we're good. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, that looks good. It's so weird and creepy. Okay, and then just kind of walk along because the lighting's different over there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Not a direction that I thought I was gonna go. I thought I was doing green, but apparently orange and yellow are kind of where we're landing, so yep. And that's about the height it'll be at. That will work.
Investigation. What is going on here? It's like there's been a poisoning. Oh, sorry.
I almost got it. Poisoning.
It's locked down span, not poisoning.
Don't push away the menu. It's slow. It's coming. This, you torture your boyfriend and I become a monster.
And then you can just leave out the way you came.
Then get the fuck out. More hand slams.
For you to call the scene.
I know.
This is improving the whole time.
I know. You did good. This is gross.
Where did I out?
You just split it out.
I'm glad it's like fuzzy for me.
Yeah,
It's gross.
I'm glad I
I mean,
am not the one consuming it.
Hmm?
I said, eggshells. My face went right into eggshells. I kind of want to try to do that again.
Yeah.
But we'll just kind of.
Again! Shove that bitch in the food again! You didn't pull her hair or anything. Come on!
Is that what you want? Hair pulling?
Sure. What you got, bug boy? It's okay. I already know that you're too sweet to actually hurt me, so just moving fast.
Yes. Okay. Head first into plate,
Yep.
and then pull back.
Yep. Like leave me in there for it, or even you can just like no.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Ian, ready?
ready. Violence. I love it.
Scene!
Go! Keep going.
Is that pretty good?
Yeah.
What are you thinking, eggshell woman?
She's actoing.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm ready to move on.
Okay. Are you sure you don't want your face in some more like cake?
At least it was the cake. That is the one that is the least gross. Even with the
Last
eggshells,
thing is
it's
the
the least
menu,
gross. Huh?
The last thing is the menu, right?
Menu. Poison. Poison. Bugs. Bleach. Cake. That's his favorite.
That's my specialty.
It's homemade.
I have 4 courses of cake for you.
Yeah.
Alright, Alright, so as far as editing goes, I did edit the video myself. This is my 4th music video that I have edited, and luckily I picked up a lot of things along the way. One of those things being color grading. The reason why everything is green for Spider's Eyes, poison is a very big theme of the song above all else, and when I think of poison, I think of green. One thing to note about this music video is that from start to finish, there were only 3 people involved in the whole thing. There was me, there was Heather, and there was Brandon. The budget for this music video did not go over $100. It is possible to do a lot on little budget. I have been collecting gear for years. I have been trying to do exactly what I'm doing now since about 2018. I wanted to have a music project where a lot of the focus was on music videos because I love music videos so much. I don't know if it's the best idea, but it's the best idea for me. I started by getting a second job. I was already working full-time. I was working usually from about 8 in the morning until midnight or 1 a.m. And I got as much gear as I could, which was that iMac, my camera that I'm still using, by the way. Oh, I got my MIDI keyboard. I got my audio interface. Yeah, I got stuff. With each music video that I've filmed since then, I've been collecting more things. When I actually filmed the first one, I got my drone. That was a really, really big thing. I was debating if I should even get it. I don't remember how much it was anymore. Ballpark around $500. It was not even the latest at the time. It was not one of the high-end ones, but it filmed pretty decent. Did a lot of research, figuring out which drone to get that would give me the most bang for my buck. I'm still using the same drone. Fun fact, the only music video it has not been on is Sammy. I'm so glad I got it. It makes my music videos look more like a higher budget video than it actually is. The last piece of gear that I want to talk about is my lighting rig. I invested in my music video 3 Minutes of Honesty. That is not with this project, but it is on this channel. It is amazing. It has LEDs that change colors. It was maybe about 150 bucks. But it was so worth it. I am just going to probably continue to, collect little things here and there, maybe upgrade my gear as I go, but it's mostly me and Heather doing everything. Her and I, luckily, we've done all our creative projects together, well, a lot of them. So thank you, Heather. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this video and for your interest in how I did the music video for Spider's Eyes. I still love how it turned out. Please watch the music video, watch my other music videos, stream my music. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, iTunes, here, YouTube. I'll catch you on the next one.